Renting a home versus buying a home. What's the difference? Stay tuned, find out more. So you want to renew your lease and all your family members are telling you, you need to look into buying. Like, it's important. Well, how do we do that? Let's talk about it. Rent versus own is easy to compare, and we put together presentations all the time for realtors, for financial advisors to share with their clients. You are simply comparing the money you're paying in rent every single month to your mortgage payment. Pretty simple, right? No, it's not. You cannot consider your rent, which may be $1,800, to a mortgage payment, which may be $2,100, and go, oh, rent's cheaper. That's more financially acceptable. I can afford it. That's the best option for me. Well, have you taken into consideration tax advantages? Have you taken into consideration investing? No, because all you're doing when you're paying rent, and for some people, it's a great way to start. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking renting, but renting is paying someone else's mortgage. You are putting money in someone else's pocket every single month and paying their mortgage and helping them invest money for the future. When you are paying your own mortgage, buying a home, you have just created a piggy bank or a savings account. You're not throwing money away to buy a house. You are actually investing it into a tool which is going to make you money. One, by appreciation every year. And two, you're paying down that obligation every single month. Money's going towards principal. So let's say you start out with a $200,000 investment. In 10 years, that house may be worth $250,000, $260,000. That's just rough numbers. But you also, let's say you started out, did 100% financing, you owed $200,000 from day one. In 10 years, you may only owe $190,000, $185,000, depending on how much you're paying down on it and your rate. So you start out with, let's say, zero equity. You're starting from the ground floor. You open a savings account. You started out with $5. Every month you're putting money into that savings account. It's actually earning or compounding interest every month, which is helping your investment grow. With a house, it works the same way. You're putting money into your mortgage, therefore increasing the equity you have in the property. Every single month or every single year, that property is increasing in value, which is then spreading out the amount of equity you have in the property. So day one, you started out $200,000, didn't have much going on. You made an investment. 10 years, you've paid it down to let's say $180,000, and now it's worth $250,000. You now have $70,000 in equity that you've earned in 10 years. Yes, some of that is money you've put into it, but now you have your own home. You have your own investment. You have a place for your family to grow. You have a yard. You have a house that you can do improvements to and don't have to ask permission. It is yours. Your name's on it. That is huge for a lot of people starting out a family or starting out their life after getting out of college or getting a job. So keep that in mind. Tax liability. This is not something I can advise you on, but I can tell you, you are able to write off the mortgage interest when you buy a house. You need to talk with a certified public accountant or the person who does your taxes to find out how that impacts you. There's calculators online through IRS and others that you can use to simulate it to give you an idea. But the reason I tell you this is, let's say your rent is $1,800. Mortgage payment is $21,000. You are claiming zero exemptions on your paycheck, meaning they are taking out the most taxes so that you don't have to pay any at the end of the year. You can actually go back and claim one or two so that they take out less in taxes, therefore giving you more money back in your paycheck every single month to help offset the difference. You are essentially taking a tax advantage of owning that property monthly instead of waiting to the end of the year and getting a big check back. For some people, this is super important because they can't see themselves making that jump from $1,800 to $2,000 or $2,200. But by realizing you can adjust the paycheck and how much you get back every month, it makes them realize home ownership is possible and they can buy a home. So happy to go over this with you. I suggest you talk with a tax professional or even a financial advisor for more detailed information on how it applies to you specifically. But we've helped a lot of clients that way, and a lot of people get into houses by taking advantage of that. So moral of the story, there is more to it than just looking at a piece of paper and comparing $1,800 a month rent to $2,000 a month mortgage payment. Even though they are different, you have to look at all the options and all the benefits. So I hope this helps. Let us know, like, follow, join, whatever all those things are. You can find our podcast on YouTube, on Spotify, everything else. I hope this helped. You guys have a great day and look out for the next video.